Hello, it's Alistair from Layman Digest. We're in the shop, and we're going to build an electrostatic fusor. So that means we're going to be having a low pressure chamber with high voltage, with a high voltage. So we're going to have a very negatively charged center and a very neutrally charged outside cathode circle thing. It's all going to be in a mason jar, and it's really cool. We don't have our vacuum pump today, but we're going to do most of it today. I'm just going to show you the building. We're not really going to do much of like using it and observing it today. It's just building the thing, building the darn thing. So let's get started. All right. So I go into the shop, and here we are. So we got the table saw right here. And so let's get started. So we got a bunch of random pieces of wood here. I have another project that I did in my bedroom. It's actually those rails. If you look at my discussion videos, it's those rails that are behind me, like the chair rails. That's what this is made of. So I just got these random boards to bring here. This one's from actually like when my parents built the house that I live in, because I live with my parents. And this is another one of those pieces. This is just a piece from the house. And so that's what we're gonna use. It should be enough. Here's the mason jar. We're probably not gonna use the mason jar much today. I mean, maybe we will. Silicone pad that I'm gonna use for pressure, like sealing. I have a power supply in there. I have a vacuum hose for the vacuum that I don't have yet. These are those like racing switches where it's like, they have like an emergency shut off basically. So like you open them up, turn them on, and then you gotta like kind of close it. And then if you want to do like an emergency shut off, all you do is just press it and then it turns the thing off. So that's why I picked these, because we're gonna be using a high voltage, so I'm gonna want to like shut these off if it gets too crazy. Because you know the wires on the inside of the chamber could melt. So that's what I got today. I got some scissors, pens and stuff, water obviously, so that I don't die of dehydration. All right, let's get started. Got the vacuum hooked up to the table saw. We got some 13-inch cuts all the way down here, and we're gonna do it now. After that, I'm gonna cut a few more things, and we'll be ready to piece it together. Gotta go back and get the nail gun though. For the last few ones, I thought it'd be cool to just get like a POV, you know, in case you never get the chance to use a table saw. I guess might be pretty cool. So you just turn on the vacuum. We gotta move it over just a little bit. That's how you do it. And by the way, the vacuum is actually just for the sawdust. So yeah. So yeah, I've done a lot of cutting, as you can see. I got some 13-inch, some 11 and 5/8 inches. I actually thought that I got some things wrong, but Of course, because I'm so good at math, I was right the first time, so I almost actually made a mistake because I thought I made a mistake. But just F around and find out, I guess. That's how we all learn, yeah? I need to cut like maybe 4 more pieces of wood, and then I'll be headed back down to my house with the nail gun and putting these things together. All right. That's it for the shop, and I'm gonna be heading back home with this pile of wood. Ooh. Okay, didn't bring a bag for that, but oh, look at all those beautiful cuts. Yeah. Definitely a nerd, because I love beautiful cuts, but bye. I'm gonna go back to my house and get the stapler and put these together. So I'm hoping my phone doesn't die during this, but I'm just gonna try to video as much of the stapling as I can. I got all my boards here. I'm just gonna piece everything together, make the box frame, and then after that I'll make some screw holes and get all the pieces fit together. So a lot of this is gonna be a time lapse. So let's go.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
So my phone died during this. It actually died right at the end, which is perfect. But I'm actually recording on my iPad right now, and I've got most of the structure done. So basically, like, this is the bottom where the vacuum will rest. This is the top where I'll have the chamber, the mason jar with the silicone bottom, and there'll be like a little anode, an anode right here, and then there will be like a, not really a cathode, but like a neutrally charged cathode on the outside. And then so all the air will be forced in the inside in that little structure. And the vacuum pump hole will be right here. Most of the air will get sucked out down to a very small amount of air. And we have our pump right here. I'm gonna check it out. So I'm just gonna get this out of the bag and then put it in there and then show you. So yeah, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but this is just the downside of using 4K 60 FPS for a day, and then also not charging your phone the night before. So it started at like 60% for the day. So I'm just gonna record the rest of this with the iPad. It says it's the same resolution and everything, but definitely not. I could wipe it off, but I don't really care. So the vacuum is really, really beefy. It's very heavy. Got a switch right here. Yeah, so I mean, it fits really well. I mean, I gotta say that. That's like, with the way I put this little thing here, and then the way this is there. I mean, you can very easily, but very tightly, but very easily get this thing out of here. If you needed to get it out of here anyway. And it should fit pretty well in there. I'm actually gonna try lifting this up, and you'll hear the sound of snapping if it doesn't work. But I can very easily just have one hand here and then one hand here and lift this thing up with the vacuum inside. So that's great. So I'm gonna go and put the back piece of wood on here. I'm gonna put it like right here, so that the vacuum can't fall out the back. And yeah, so be right back. Okay, so I got that on there, and I was kind of thinking I would put like a stopper right here so that the pump is right here. It goes in there, and then I was kind of thinking I would. Hold on, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So it goes in there, and it fits really well. I've already tried, and you cannot get the vacuum out on this side. So that's exactly what I wanted. But I was kind of thinking I would do like a stopper thing, so that in case this gets shoved back, the vacuum isn't completely covered. I thought I would do something like that. But also, if I put a stopper, like, it's closer to this, so it's gonna be there, like, blocking the airflow no matter what. So I'll just get like a cork later on, and like, I'll put a cork there, just staple that on there. But probably not today. Or I guess I could just do that right now. Heck, you know what? I'm just gonna go do that right now. So here's that cork. I'm so glad I did this, because now I don't have to worry about it later. And that should make sure that the air never gets blocked right here. So now, I think that's gonna be it for filming today. I'll come back probably tomorrow morning and figure this out. Get some things screwed in here. But overall, pretty good day today. I'll see you guys next time on Layman Digest. Bye-bye. Hey, it's Alistair from Layman Digest. I hope you liked that video. I'm just here to say that I'm going to be sort of on a vacation this week. I'm still going to school, but I won't be at home after school, so things will be a little bit difficult as far as the second part of that video. I'd say I will be posting the second part of this video probably the next weekend at the earliest. So stay tuned on that, and I hope to see you next time on Layman Digest. Bye-bye.